Okay, now I told you I don't want to talk to you. I told my father I don't want to talk to him. I guess I got outvoted. First off, because one, I don't want to talk to you. That's me. He said, I want you to talk to them. That's him. And you said, we need Jesus to help us. That's you. So I'm outvoted. So I have to actually teach you shit that I know. I never said anything to anybody. Because the thing is, the shit that I see is ugly. Even in you, when I called you my friend. Well, you don't care. Because you don't care how you look. Seriously, you put on makeup and stuff. I've seen Stacey Parker get all pretty, beautified and stuff for a date. Just put on airs. Because all she wanted to do was get laid. She didn't mind. That ain't what I was doing. I know a lot about you. Probably too much. More than I want to. I remember being at the Angel Party, and I was talking to Jay August. You know, he played gun. And we sitting there, we just chit-chatting and stuff, and date that night talked shit about you, about how much you were drinking. And you ran out there crying, and JR was like, go ahead and do your business. So you interrupted my program as I'm sitting there chatting this brother up. Because, I never knew where the conversation would have went. Not that I was trying to get down with him, but the thing is, he might have imparted some wisdom that I never got to partake in because your trifling ass. Because you can't control your drinking and shit. And then you always having a problem with men's and shit. And at the same time, you talking about I threatened your grandbaby? Oh, baby, no. I ain't threatening your grandbaby. You threatened my existence by being in my circumference, and I gave you a job. And you reverted to type. Even after I hired you, based upon your bullshit, you reverted to type. Because you came into familiar surroundings. We ain't doing that shit. I told you, I know who you are. And I know exactly what's going on. You want me to fire Kevin? Let's say that you give me an ultimatum. Oh, no, I ain't doing that. Because, see, that's what they had with you. Neither one of us got invited back, but that whole show got canceled. That's not the problem, is it? If you're going to sit there and call yourself now assessing our relationship, Miss Stacy Barber, Miss Princess, introduced to me by Tanya Levin, who really don't have anything to stand on because, who does she live with? That man? Paul, I ain't thinking about him. Seriously. Because, see, one thing you need to understand, people, and you need to understand it really well, is that people always have an opinion, and they have friendships around them and more who actually express certain things that they actually subscribe to. So, my friend here in, LA, who basically bought you some more time, his friend named Paul too. And he's an asshole. Paul means small. Little man. They're always questioning their size in somebody else's life. You put that shit in your life, Hey, my. What the fuck you want me to teach you when you're supposed to learn all this shit? Seriously. And not learn it to sit there and say you can profit off of it, but learn it to understand how it now affects you. Seriously. These damn psychics are not out there supposedly leading you. They're supposed to be teaching you what you never were supposed to subscribe to. Caliberry didn't teach me anything. Doreen Virtue didn't teach me anything. I saw all that shit way before it even happened. Mark Hudson, I mean, he called himself an astrologer and shit and stuff. I mean, he fired his, I guess his first lady. I don't know what the fuck that bitch's title was. But the thing is, she told me they won't test me. And they tested me. And the thing, they said, well, you have a clear connection to spirit, but the thing is, they wanted more. More of what? And spirit already told me, my father already told me, he said, if you press me for too much information, I will cut you off. So I didn't do that. I gave them what they needed in that moment, which is what it's supposed to be about. But the thing is, that bitch talked about, well, you know, you got positive feedback, but they said that you didn't give them more of what they wanted. That was like 3 calls. Yeah, that shit was hysterical. That bitch went on the radio and she was less of a reader than I was. And next thing I knew, she was fired by Mark Hussein, her boss. So part your lips and tell me some shit about how good you at it and stuff, that you pinned the tail on the donkey. Seriously. Because there's only one God, and he pins the tail. And the thing is, if you sit there and piss him off, he'll send you down a pathway that will fuck you up. Because you pissed him off. Because he said, now I sent my disciple amongst you, and then you sitting there telling him he don't know shit. So now, where you at? I don't know who that bitch is. Her name was Anita or some shit like that. Oh, she's stupid. I told my father, I said, I cannot do this. He said, I know I'm giving you a arduous task. You know what the word arduous means. It means it's difficult. That's why he's not giving me as hard a time as he can. Because he's like, look, you remember what happened before because I had to impart those memories to you. But at the same time, you also know who I am. And I know you still love me. And I do. I mean, I cannot stop loving that man. Oh, he's not a man, you know. He's God. He doesn't really have accountants. I just call him a man. Because, I mean, he's structure. Mankind is supposed to provide structure. I mean, we're supposed to uphold the household and all that kind of shit. I mean, it's archetype. Come on, people. Get your ass out of your head and then start figuring out why we use language the way we do. Did I tell you a story? He's he cuffed up. You know, I mean, he kept. He said, "Yeah, call him a major trip." Okay. Did I tell you a story about when I was on the cruise ship with a young lady, the one who thought we was gonna see bears, and I said, "We ain't gonna see no bears." Yeah. On the cruise ship, and I'm sitting there studying, I'm doing readings and shit. And I had read for a friend who was, you know, a friend to Jan Van Zandt. I was supposed to be reading for this girl. And it was a trip because I was working on a cruise ship. I mean, I was spirit, astral projecting, whatever you want to call it, spirit walking. I was doing all that shit. And I mean, I met this man who was like a contactee or whatever you want to call him and stuff. And the shit was interesting. But anyway, I'm sitting there and they had talked about how they had saw dolphins in whales, you know, that morning. Because, you know, that morning the ship went through this channel and then the dolphins and whales were there and they're breaching the waters and stuff. And the people were seeing that shit. And I said, oh, I missed it because I slept. I slept because I was tired. And I was like, I wanted to see the dolphins and the whales. And it was funny because, only from the standpoint, I literally was preparing to meet with this young lady because I had to deliver a message to her. And I missed out on the opportunity to see the dolphins and the whales because I'm sitting there getting ready to deliver this message to this woman who, I mean, I just met, but it was what it was. And after I finished my meditation, and I'm making my notes and stuff, and they said, now, Pulling card is for you. It was from Doreen Virtue's deck. And what was in there was a whale and a dolphin. I said, that's for you. Because you said you wanted to see the whales and the dolphin. I had to laugh at that time because they basically, you know, as far as Spirit was concerned, they fulfilled their promise. But it wasn't a card. It was not the real deal. You know, in that moment, when I first relayed the story, it was like, oh, okay. Spirit always takes care of business. But that was not the real deal. That was some bullshit. That was long before I really was awake and I said, this is bullshit. People. You want to sit there and tell me I don't know what the fuck is going on? I know what's going on. I flipped my script long before Doreen did. And long before a lot of you will. Because the thing is, see, I know what a crackhead is. A rebel one. He's called my brother. Spiritual high is just like any kind of high. See, you get a taste. And then you're there. And the snake has you. I ain't stupid. Now, you say, well, why are you always drinking? Drinking to what? I'm trying to numb this pain. But the thing is, it really ain't going nowhere. I want to go to sleep. I told my father I wanted to go to sleep a long time ago. Basically, it was kind of tantamount to me saying, I mean, you know, can I just come back to you? You know? You have to teach these people. I don't like these people. There's something wrong with these people. But I did make a promise. So the best way I can get through it, if it's having a drink, shit, I'll have a drink. Fuck it. And then I'll sit there and tell you what he told me. Even though I don't want to tell you half the shit he told me. And there's a lot of shit I still ain't told you. Seriously. It's some revelations. He's got hair like lamb's wool and shit. I mean, what the fuck? I don't want to be him. I don't want be the one to tell you that you will never see eternity the way that I saw it or perceived it for everybody. But you're going to be separated from your loved ones. I don't want that. But nobody cares. Seriously, you ain't working toward that. So, what am I standing in your way? Have to accept the truth. Well, you're not. Your ass is not out. You're ready to type. Some of you didn't. Some of you held on to your faith. For the rest of you, you're gonna be stupid. Seriously. You're gonna be like the white supremacists. You will not erase us. Who's gonna erase you? Who wants to replace you? Who wants to take your place? Seriously. You do realize I'm looking at you as you sitting there contemplating that shit in your navel. Those motherfuckers are straight up cray cray. They beyond cray cray. And you joining them. Good for you. And Democrats got, how many motherfuckers you need to run a race that you already know you ain't gonna win. I'm talking about what other people do. You ain't gonna win this race. Seriously, Donald Trump gonna get back in office. I hate to say that. Because if I speak, it has to happen. Donald Trump is gonna get back in office. So I can get ready for more years of nonsense. And the thing is, see, since he's not campaigning for anything, because the thing is, he can fundraise, but the thing is, he's not a party person. He's his own man. And he is going to just try and get some stupid shit. He actually is going to plunge this country into chaos. That's his job. We hear the countdown. You'll ask me back to do what? To prove what you already can do? I mean, seriously. If you ever watched the Ten Commandments, I mean, Pharaoh said to Moses when he put that staff down there the first time and made it a snake. And then he said, that's a chief magician's trick. And then his magicians put down their staffs and it was like 2. I mean, because the thing, you have to understand the story. And then Moses' serpent swallowed the other. Yeah, it's supposed to be the know how to do that shit. So that's why that shit was off camera. He didn't know that shit. They just talked about it. Moses is just a stab or snake swallows others. You know that shit. You know that. I'm so tired. And I have to go to sleep. Or make some more tacos. That's what I need to make the tacos. You have to understand something, people. How do I explain this? Okay. Just talk. He said just talk. Moses, as he, basically delivered those who were his people, who he did not even know was his people. He didn't know they were suffering. I mean, that was his story. He didn't know they were suffering. He just said that was his way of life. That's how you are. You don't know who anybody is, much less how they're suffering. That's just what you say is the way of life. Then Moses, once he realized these are my people and they should not be in such bondage, then he went out there and said, let me understand what they're going through. And he went through it with them. Now, Pharaoh didn't kill him. Pharaoh, as far as story goes, said, now you go out there and you just live amongst the scorpions and all that kind of shit. Now, the scorpions are symbolic of you know, you're talking about Pluto, death, resurrection, and all that kind of shit. That's what you go out there and you rule and you leave these motherfuckers to me. Motherfuckers, that's you. See, you are no longer just contained to one strip of land. You are worldwide in knowing. See, what was born above was never supposed to be brought down below, but you did that shit. That's what you did. Doreen did that shit. Y'all don't. I mean, y'all took on the mantle. I mean, a long time ago. I'm looking at y'all. I'm like, what's wrong with these people? What's born above is not supposed to be below, and much less what's in the sea is supposed to be. And then y'all did that. You did shit anyway. And you bringing hell to the world. What? What healing? Do you feel better? I'm so fucking tired because I'm gelling energy. Now let me tell you this before I just continue this connection. You literally let all this shit in because you could. You said, now I'm refreshed and I'm doing God's work. Actually, you're not doing the devil's work. Because the thing is, what was once above was a war in God's consciousness that is now visited upon us. And you don't understand that. The devil said, I will contaminate your shit, and then now you do battle for him. That's what the second coming is about. Me doing battle with those of you who understand that there is a vision and there's a reason for it and you don't have a problem with it, and at the same time you don't give a fuck. Because you have that much faith. But the rest of the people, they don't. They're always trying to get over. So now what you gonna do? Seriously. Honestly, what the fuck are you going to do? Talk shit. I am so tired of talking to people. Why can't you keep playing that countdown? What are you doing with you? Ain't worried about that. Esther Cote Tifia Taka. Destinala Conero. Yeah, hotel. I don't know what I'm saying. Actually, he says I do. I'm just tired. I can't talk to people who are stupid because you ain't prepared. But at the same time, you said you're ready to understand. Actually, you're not. I give a thumbs down to everybody in this world. Go to hell.